Hello everyone. Welcome to week 2 of my weekly wrap. It is January 2022 and the cyclone Tiffany is still doing what it does, creating a little bit of chaos. There is some flooding around. There are trees and branches and all sorts of things that are down and across roads and power lines and all the chaos that comes with a cyclone, which is never ever good with natural disasters. But the but is big. We are fine, we are healthy, the kids are still here, and we've been doing the best to basically keep them occupied, keep us sane, and keep a healthy mind. And one of those things for us is to go to the beach, to go swimming, to go walking, and just to play and hang out. We've tried to fly kites, and that's been a little bit chaotic with the wind. The kites aren't the best of quality. One buckled a little bit, the other one's not too bad, but they survived to see another day, which is fantastic. And we all had fun, laughter, and giggles. The interesting thing about this too is we normally go to a creek to go swimming, and that has been a little bit challenging as well with a lot of driftwood and the chocolate soup that it is. So it's been clear to this date so far. We're a little surprised it hasn't gotten chocolate brown yet, but for some reason it's still nice and green and blue in its clarity of water. So yay to that. That's kept us sane this week by being able to get out and about even in the pouring rain. It's just rained again now, and I love the smell of when the rain hits the warm asphalt or the hot concrete, and you get that that misty kind of vaporing smell of hot ground. And when rain hits it, for me, it's just something I absolutely love. So my weekly wrap, that's kind of it in a nutshell so far this week. Everyone's still on vacation here essentially. Things are slowly picking up business-wise. People are generally getting back into work. That also gets into full effect basically at the end of the month or after Australia Day, which is at the end of the month as well. So this week has been kind of chill, to be honest. It's been nice. A lot of reflection has been happening. Been doing quite a bit of writing actually, and writing some things around just even, not so much memes, but just like, I'm going to say brain farts, right? It's like the weird things that come into my mind, that I think are weird. Actually, no, I think they're normal. I think they're sane. I sometimes don't express them or don't share them for the sake that it might seem to be weird by people that look at it and view it and read it. But what it does do, when I do ultimately share it, when I do have the courage to ultimately share those things, whether it be professionally, personally, experientially, physically, spiritually, energetically, even the grounding processes that I go in. I have a certain little routine and habits that I do. I have a various few that, depending on what the weather is like or where I am as to what I do. Generally speaking, it's about being barefoot, about being in nature, the thankfulness, the appreciation for what is, and more importantly, what can be when we actually get to a point of focusing on something and being entrenched and ingrained on going forward with our vision of what we see over the horizon. So that's the week that's been. That's week 2, pretty calm and chilled. A number of good conversations with some colleagues overseas, which has been great to see where they're at, how they've spent their holiday season in the Northern Hemisphere, because obviously your holiday season up there is a lot shorter by nature in the sense that it's only 2 weeks, whereas down here in Australia, it is 2 months because everyone is on their summer vacation with schools as well. So from me to you, have a great week. This week has been full of just reflections and some nice family time actually. So that's it from me. See you next week for week 3. Take care and be safe in these chaotic times. See ya.